And the global pandemic made 2020 a difficult year for the space industry, but there are a lot of exciting missions lined up for 2021. RT's Rosel Regis tells us what space discoveries we can look forward to this year.
From sending the first Artemis mission to the moon to launching the James Webb Space Telescope into space to several countries setting their sights on Mars, these are just a few of the things planned for 2021. Remember Perseverance, the biggest, most sophisticated Mars rover ever built? This car-sized vehicle equipped with the latest technology blasted off from Mars last year and will be landing on the Red Planet in February. Perseverance will continue its search for signs of life, bring back Martian samples for analysis, and test out the first ever Mars helicopter called Ingenuity. Plus, Boeing is bouncing back. After a number of issues with its first Starliner orbital test flight, Boeing hopes to launch a second attempt in March. If this mission is successful, this will make the Starliner the second commercial crew spacecraft certified to bring astronauts to orbit after SpaceX's Crew Dragon. Speaking of,
go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bob and Doug!
SpaceX was buzzing last year for becoming the first private company to put people into orbit. They expect to launch the first privately financed flight this year, moving forward with developing its Starship spacecraft. Meanwhile, Blue Origin and Virgin Orbit are still conducting test flights, also aiming to launch customers on short flights to the edge of space and back. NASA has out-of-this-world plans too, aiming to debut its new moon mega rocket, the Space Launch System. Former and longtime director of George Washington University Space Policy Institute, Dr. John Logsdon says space will continue to remain risky.
Technologies involved are still advanced technologies being used right at the edge of their performance. So it's going to be a long time before going into space resembles going on an airplane flight. It's going to remain risky for, I would say, decades to come.
Lastly, before the year ends, NASA plans to launch the Hubble Space Telescope's successor, the James Webb Telescope. And what about the journey to Mars? Logsdon believes we should focus on getting back to the moon first.
I think we're a long way from Mars. Let's get back to the moon. I mean, it's been almost 49 years since the last humans went to the moon. The idea of getting back there sometime in the 2020s, I think, is strong.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Reporting for RT, Rosel Regis.